Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting segment of the Breakfast Show with Dr. Kojo. I am your host, Dr. Kojo, checking in from what I hope will be a very sunny day here in Los Angeles, California. I'm going to talk about my mental health workbook, which will be available in 2 days across all bookstores in America and wherever books are sold. And I'm just so grateful that this book is out, and I'm excited to talk about it on the news in a couple of minutes, maybe in about 30 minutes or so. But I just want to say thank you to everybody, my whole community. If you're watching this, thank you so much. Morning, Leilani. That's my on my moderators. We're not gonna talk about the Eagles game. We just lost. We lost. I don't know what to say. we just lost. I don't know what to say. Vicky. Adriana, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so excited about this book. And before I go on live TV and talk in the news, I want to talk about what this book could do for you and why I'm so passionate about it. So yes, you can order online. But before we get started, go ahead and use the comment section to let me know what your name is and where you're checking in from. Ricky says, go Birds. Hey, fly Eagles fly. It was a good game. Good game. We'll see you on the Super Bowl. Thank you for your helpful mental health post. I look forward to getting your workbook. Sam, I appreciate you. This workbook is, the thing I like about it is that it's interactive, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Good morning from Monroe, Louisiana. Okay, so I'm checking in from Los Angeles, and then my comment is up here. Obviously, it's the first one on the live stream. Whitney from West Virginia. We got Victoria from Liverpool. So we got England in the house. Wow. Love from Maryland. KH, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Brooke, thank you so much. Nicola from the UK, Caleb from Sarasota, Florida. We got Sally from the UK as well. Charmaine from Virginia, Latrice from Atlanta, Anthony San Diego, Ricky from Philadelphia, Philadelphia, of course, from a small town in Missouri. Sam, what's going on? Germany in the house. We got Kyle in the house. Brianna from Florida. Okay, so people are checking in from all over. Awesome. All right, so let's talk about this book right here. All right, so y'all can see that was my one of my extra alarms. Make sure I didn't miss this segment. All right, I got those alarms off. Oh boy, your Discord notifications are sounding off. Oh, let me know. Let me see. Discord. I'll probably put off my phone before I go on live TV. I don't want any embarrassment or any type of anything that's not supposed to happen, right? Check it in from Connecticut. The book is, I'm about to tell you all about it. And Ricky, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So this is an interactive mental health workbook, right? It's called Feeling Good. I'll read from the back of it real quick. Ask yourself this. Well, actually, let me show you what it looks like. It's big on colors, and I really like colors because colors help to bring things out. And a lot of times we say that colors are for kids, but colors are not for kids. They're also for adults. And Ricky, the book does have some elements of DBT in it. So Ricky said, the book does have some elements of DBT. So I'm even happy that you said that. But I'm going to read the back of the book. Toss the stigma and keep moving. Ask yourself this. How are you? Do you find yourself feeling down a lot? Always stressed or worried about work, friends, or bills? Yes, your physical health is important, but think about your mental health. Feeling Good, a workbook just for you and your state of mind, is here to help you take care of your mental health once and for all. Inside, you'll find all you need to know about managing emotions, improving your life, and accepting yourself for who you are. That last part is very important. With expert advice from social media star, that's what they put here, and mental health professional Dr. Kojo Software, you'll explore healthy ways for learning about mental health and yourself, including creating long-term and short-term goals, fighting off imposter syndrome, setting healthy boundaries, grounding yourself in gratitude, and taking losses with more grace. That's why I love this book, because it's interactive. And right here, I literally just opened up the book. There's always an exercise. And right here, we're looking at managing day-to-day activities, right? So a lot of times when we get overwhelmed, I'll use myself as an example. I'll get overwhelmed and I'll say, oh my goodness, I don't have time to do anything. I feel like I don't have I need more hours in the day to get stuff done. But then I'll take it back to the basics. And in this book, we talk about the priority thing to do, and especially when you have ADHD, but this goes for anybody, right? If you're overwhelmed, we can't do everything in a day, but we can do anything, right? So it's important to understand what's the priority. So if we're talking about today, right? Today's Monday morning, right? Some of y'all might be going to work, some of y'all might be going to school. Well, actually, school might be out, but you might be doing all kinds of things this week, right? But you can't do everything in a single day. But what's the thing that if you didn't do it, you'd have the most consequences for? What's the priority task? Do that one and then go from there, and it'll help you out. So those are some of the important things that this book talks about. And when I was recording the audiobook, it's funny because I was actually really stressed at that time. I had to record an audiobook and catch a flight to Alabama to do a talk about suicide prevention. And I told myself, all right, I just got done reading a book, my book about priorities, boundaries, not overwhelming yourself. So I took it back to the basics myself and said, all right, I can't overwhelm myself. I have to do the best that I can, and my best is going to be good enough. Ricky, radical acceptance is tough, right? That's why we have to teach it. It's really difficult, right? But if you can radically accept how things are, you can get past the pain, or you can accept the elation and all the joy, and then you can move on, right? Because we radically accepted what was in front of us. This book, we can find this book in stores, in bookstores across America, so that's on, Amazon online, and then bookstores like Barnes and Noble and everywhere else where they sell books in the country. And look, Amanda, we all get stuck. It's normal to get stuck, right? Because if you're going about your life, you're going to get stuck at some point, right? And the good thing about this book is that it's interactive, so anytime I open up the book, there's always an interactive thing. I open up to page 116, how to manage mood swings. How to manage mood swings, very important, right? And this is not just for somebody who has bipolar disorder, or borderline personality disorder. Like, we know that mood swings can go with anything, ADHD. You can have mood swings without a mental health condition. It can just be a day where you feel like your mood is off and it's hard to regulate your mood. Great. On that day, we come to this book, right? And we write it out. We literally take the pen to the paper. We're going to write it out. So if you look at the write out section, it'll say, in this activity, answer the following questions surrounding your mood swings. These will help you see the full picture of your life when you're experiencing mood swings. What's making you upset, right? Literally write down what's making you upset. So if Ricky's still on the live stream, Ricky, I was watching the Titans play yesterday and we played like crap. We got our butts kicked by the Eagles. So losing to the Eagles is making me upset, right? So that's what's making me upset. Now, what typically helps me feel better? Okay. So when I'm feeling down, I like to, go outside or jog or take my dog for a walk or go to the dog park or call up a friend or go on the live stream, right? So I can write out what makes me feel better. What does your day tend to look like when small things are irritating you, right? When Ricky, it's all good. It's all good. The Eagles play good game. What does your day tend to look like when small things are irritating you, right? So when small things are frustrating you, what does your day look like, right? We need to know those things because sometimes we're just a little bit more irritated because we're going through depression, right? Or we're just a little bit more irritable because we're tired. We haven't had enough sleep, right? If you haven't had enough sleep, you're not going to be in a good mood to want to talk to every single person, right? So it's important to know what's making your mood like this. So that way you can be more self-aware. So you know that, all right, if I'm having one of those days where I just don't feel like it, I'm not going to isolate myself, but I'm going to hang to the back and just do my thing and give myself some time to just chill out, before I can move on to the next thing. All right, let me get to some of these comments. I feel like people talk to you with these struggles. Sometimes people do that, Ricky. Maria, I appreciate you. And Victoria, we can get the book. Actually, let me drop the link in here where y'all can get the book. I was given a link by Simon & Schuster as to where I could promote the book at. Let me check it out for y'all. So I'm going to my Instagram page. And I'm just going to the link in my Instagram. And then me right here. Save. No. Nikki Ficky, my bad. I'm going to copy the link address and drop it here. All right, so this is the link for you all to pre-order the book. I know you can get it nationwide. You should be able to get Lilani, thank you very much. You can get it on Amazon, and it should ship to most countries. to my knowledge. It should ship to most countries. All right. And yeah. So Adriana also put the link in there. Adriana, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And right there. Boom. That's the link. All right. And Brooke, you're a star as well. And Ginger, I just showed you all how to get the book. And Sam says, I've been depressed on espresso, but your videos have helped me combat it. I truly can't tell you how much I appreciate you and the community built. So Sam, I appreciate you. And this community this is our book. You know, I was on Instagram talking about the book last night, and I said, this is our book. It's not my book, but it's our book. It's a collective effort because the support that I've received on here throughout the year has been fantastic. And you all have been a big part of making 2022 a very special year for me. So collectively, we've come together to this is our baby, right? Like we've collectively, like, you know, joined together and we've created this baby. This is our book, right? This book is for all of us. North Dakota, what's up, Bubba? I like that name. Let me see. And yeah, also, if you benefit from the community, we do have an online community Discord with many members, over close to 600 members now, and it's growing and it's getting bigger and bigger by the moment. And that's a good place where we can come together, we can talk about ideas, and I pop in there from time to time to see what's going on too. Victoria, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let me get to some of the comments. Beelan, thanks for doing what you do. You said, Beelan, I appreciate that. You know, and I don't think one man can take the credit for saving somebody's life, but I would say I could be part of your team, right? I'm sure you had professional help and family members and friends, and I'm just another person who's a part of your team. So, Beelan, I really appreciate you, and I hope you keep going. I'm happy to see you here this morning. And does anyone have a feeling like you're never going to be okay? I feel like I've been in and out of the psych hospital. So Ricky, that's a very, I don't know if I want to say normal, but that's the feeling that a lot of people have, right? So there's nothing wrong with feeling like, oh, I just don't think that I'm ever going to be fine, right? Because it's a human thought, right? And we have to learn, I talk about it in the book as well, we have to learn that we can't believe every single thought that comes across our brains, right? Because if you do that, you're going to be miserable. Think about it. Like as we go throughout the day, our brains have all these weird thoughts. Like you're never going to make it. You're not good enough. People don't like you. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be around people. Let me isolate. I'll never feel joy again, right? Our brain lies to us in many different ways, right? So that's just what the brain does. But when you equip yourself with the tools and strategies and tips and tricks, and you know how to overcome that, then you can have a bad day where everything is going wrong, right? You lost your wallet, you ran out of gas, you got to work late. And then instead of you telling yourself, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm so stupid, you understand that, hey, I'm having a bad day today. So today's going to be a hard day for me. It's going to be hard for me to manage my mood. It's going to be hard for me to reach out to people. It's going to be hard for me to do a lot of things today. But having a bad day today on this Monday or on this Tuesday, or forgetting to take the trash out on Wednesday, that doesn't define me. And I'm just having a bad day. That's all it is. I don't want to believe all the negative thoughts that come through my brain, right? So it's like we have to get smarter than our brain, because sometimes our brain can work kind of against us, right? All right. Wanda Lynn, thank you so much. This is our success. I want to say that. And Leilani, thank you for sharing the link for the Discord. And Sam, thank you for joining. Yes, Leilani, thank you for saying for mentioning this. We are doing the psych topic tomorrow night. 3 things that I would change about psychiatric hospitals. I have not forgotten that one, because I could probably change more than 3, but it'll be my top 3 things that I want to change. Kendall, correct. Yeah. Reframing things cognitively is a game changer. All right. Tina Lee, I appreciate you. All right. Beelan says, I was going to do the worst thing in the world and a random video popped up and I was going to scroll through it and I backed up to watch it and it literally stopped me doing the only thing I thought I had left to do. You actually saved me. Wow. Wow, Beelan. Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Just, thank you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, sometimes our brains will trick us and make you feel like you're worthless and you don't deserve to be here and that people could care less if you're here or not. But that's your brain tricking you. You know, understand that you are here. People want you. I want you here. I just met you, Beelan, but I want you here. And I'm excited that you're here. And I'm happy that you decide to keep moving forward, right? So sometimes we just have to, you know, just gather ourselves and say, hold up. I don't really want to do this. I just want to feel better. I want to live in pain, but I want to be here, you know. So I'm extremely grateful for you, and I'm happy that you're still here, Beelan. And been going through a non-mutual separation the last few months. Reframing has been so hard. So Elizabeth, check it out. Reframing is so difficult, right? And this is something that I struggle with regularly. I have to tell myself, all right, I don't like this, but I can't change the situation, right? So how do I accept it to the best of my ability? Whether it's radical acceptance or whether I'm looking at the silver lining, right? And this is stuff that I talk about in the book, but even on my live streams here, I just talk about ways to cognitively reframe things. How can we reframe things to where it's not all bad? Like there's some silver lining in there, right? If you're not at least hopeful for the future, can you be curious? Like, is there something in there that keeps you curious and keeps you excited about tomorrow? Those are the important things, you know. So I trust that you'll be doing a little bit better. My name is Brandy, and every doctor I've had doesn't seem to care. I love you, care. Beelan, I definitely do care, and that's the most important thing, you know. And I want that to be seen throughout the videos. I want it to be palpable. Like I want y'all to feel that. I don't know what video you saw, but I want y'all to know that like I care, right? And everything that I do is coming from a place of authenticity. Like I actually care. And of course, this is a book here that you know we gotta sell, and you know the companies are nothing against the companies, but like they want to sell books and make money off of it. And of course, like I want the book to sell, but the most important thing to me is that number one, you all know that I care, and number two, that this book actually helps you out, right? This book is, as somebody who I struggle to focus sometimes, and I have ADHD, and sometimes I don't really get things done on time. You know, I made sure that I approved the book once it's like the colors, like this book looks like a book that you can easily interact with, right? I want to make sure that this book actually helps you all, right? I don't just throw out something there because I'm like, oh, just a book. No, like I took the better part of this year to sit down to write this book, and I'm confident that it'll help you out. But I want to make sure that it can actually help you out, right? So when I read sections like cancel negative self-talk, I'm like, you know what? This is something that as somebody with ADHD, I struggle with growing up. You know, teachers would say things like, oh, they'll tell my parents stuff like, oh, if only your son would focus, or he has so much potential, but he just can't sit still in class. You know, he's such a bright kid, but he's a class clown. And, you know, I don't know if he'll ever amount to, like, the teachers had some serious doubts. And if, you know, luckily I had a good support system, family and friends around, people who didn't make me feel like the grades I was currently getting, right? But some people go through that experience and it's traumatic, and they feel like they don't have anything to offer the world, right? So, you know, canceling negative self-talk, appreciating yourself, that can be helpful for anybody. And I hope that those principles, whether you get the book or not, that's not even the most important thing. You know, if I catch you in a live stream, because I mean, like some people might pop in once and never come back to the live stream again, right? Or some people just watch and don't comment. So I don't know who's here and who's not here. But if I never get to talk to you all again, I just want y'all to know that, hey, these things are important, right? And you can have a bad day, you can have a bad year, you can have a bad month, but we can't let that define how we feel about ourselves. All right. Beelan, what was your name again? Beelan. Brandy, send an email to me at info at kojo. I'm right here. Sorry. Info at kojosarfo.com. And say that you were Brandy from the live stream. I'll send you a free book. I'll autograph it too. Just send me an email and let me know who you are, so I can remember this conversation, this back and forth. I'll make sure that I get you a free book. I appreciate you. Let me see what Tina says. Why do some men have a hard time going to therapy? It's sad, especially knowing that in reality, deep down inside, no one wants to be stuck. How do we help them be okay with going for help? So, Tina, this is something that, you know, I don't have a lot of hair. If you look here, I don't have a lot of hair. I got a little bit of hair, right? But I've been pulling at my hair to try and figure out this question, you know? And I don't have the answers completely. And I look at my analytics online, and 80% of my followers are women, and only 20% are males, right? But if I have 3.5 million followers and 20% are men, then that means that there are a lot of men who are following me, right? But I think men have been left behind, and I'm going to go harder when it comes to male mental health next year. I'm going to make a lot of content for the men, because a lot of times before we as men can go out to therapy and go get professional help, we have to see somebody else that we look up to, somebody who's like a masculine figure. Oh, this guy's a man, right? When you see a guy like that go out and get help and make himself vulnerable, you're like, oh, okay, I think I can do that as well, right? So we have to lead by example. And if you're a guy and you've gone to therapy and you've benefited from any type of professional help from a mental health professional, it's helpful that you speak out online, right? So when I went to therapy for the first time and I talked about it online, I need to talk about that story again and again and over until enough people hear it, to where it gives them the confidence to go out and say, you know what? I think I'll go out and get some help. I think I'm struggling right now, right? So we have to lead by example, and we cannot judge each other. That's so important. Really good question. Thank you for asking that one. And yeah, info@codersoftware.com. That's my email. And B Leonard's Brandy. Yeah. So Brandy, yeah, let me know your address. I want to get that book shipped off to you. All right, and I'll make sure that my assistant can flag that email so I don't forget, because there's a good chance I can forget. But now that we've talked about it for like 5 minutes, there's no way I'll forget about this, right? All right. What am I? Oh, Mickey Ficky. Mickey, I gotta go. I'm getting an email from my publicist. I have to go and prepare for TV where we talk about the book. But Mickey Ficky, I'm running out of time. All right, so abc7la.com is the website. I will be on the live stream, but I'll be on TV in about, I think, like 10-15 minutes. But I have to go prepare for it right now. So I'll be on abc7la.com. If you're not in Los Angeles, if you are in LA, Southern California, you can just turn on your TV and go to ABC7. I'll be talking about the book on there. But if you're not, you can go to abc7la.com and watch it there. We'll be going live in about 10 minutes, and I'll be talking about the book. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night on the live stream. I'm going to talk about 3 things that I would change about psychiatric hospitals. So see you all shortly. Love y'all.